Firstly, I want to thank Thermaltake and Andy for their continued support to this channel. And again, we would like to mention the people that sends their thank you. So the super thanks button on YouTube. So now Rain will mention the names and the amounts.
So we would like to thank Alexander W for sending 10 euros, for Willie V for sending a generous amount of $50, for Sue Min for also sending in $50, for Johnny Woolen for $10. Thank you to George Pedro Navarro for sending $10, for Josh McCarthy for $10,
Again, Josh.
and for Ilusio for sending 5 euros.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
okay. And let's start doing the build. This is another Thermaltake build. This is their Thermaltake Tower 500 case, the new one. Okay. And we're also gonna be using other Thermaltake parts, including the DDR5 memory, their new TUF Power GF3 1000 watts power supply. This is also compatible with the new GPUs, the 40 series cards. Okay, and D5 and rest combo. Their new Swafan. Here it is. Their fans are included with this reversible swappable fan blade. So if this position is an intake, and you could replace this one with this, and it could be a exhaust fan without flipping the fan itself. So very good from Thermaltake. And their new Pacific W9 CPU block, their pastel yellow coolant, and then I'm gonna be using a two thick Pacific CLD 240 radiators. These are thick ones. Okay, I'm gonna be putting this on the top and bottom part of the build. So, yeah, let's go and start the build. Here's the build now. So I've already installed the components, the blocks, the radiators, the Thermaltake Swafan. So this is very useful. This is the reversible fan blade here. So looks good. Okay. And I adjusted where the radiator was, because originally it's screwed here, so I put it back a little bit so that it would be aligned with the top radiator. Okay, and this is the acrylic. This is to cover the unnecessary holes. And then I'll be putting a pass-through fitting here from the pump outlet, and on the other side going in to the reservoir inlet. Okay. So here's the back side. Here's the Thermaltake pump and reservoir combo. Alright. This is the build now, and I've done making the acrylic cover so that it covers the wires and the power supply. Just go here. So here it is. Here's the SSD below, and I've already finished the cable management. Okay, and we are here. So this would be the final tube layout of the build. So I'll just explain. So the reservoir on the pump is on the back, and it will go to the Thermaltake flow indicator and temp indicator. So it goes to the inlet of the GPU, and then the outlet goes to the 240mm radiator on top, the thick one. This is the thick one, and then out again, going to the inlet of the CPU block, and then out again on this 4-bend tube. This was difficult to make. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it goes out from the CPU again to the second radiator below, and then out again, going to the back side of the build where it will go to the reservoir inlet. Okay, so that's the loop layout. The difficult part of this layout is the angles, because there's so many angles that you have to align with the other tubes. So like for example, this tube should align here. I'll still make adjustments on some tubing. There's at least two or three tubes that I will be cutting out, I think from 2 to 3 millimeters. Okay, so you have to align every tube, even this one below, aligned with this. So when you look at it, it will be aligned, and these tubes should be aligned with the back tubes like this. Okay, this needs a little adjustments first, and this two tubes should be aligned. Okay, when you look at this side, this tubing should align with that tubing. So that is, see? Okay. And when you look at this side, of course every tube should align perfectly with the other tubes, even though it's so far off. Even if I look at this one and the two tubes on top and bottom, both of this should perfectly align. See? So that's perfect. Okay. Everywhere, when you look, like for example here, this should go align in that tube. So, yeah. Okay. I will still be removing these tubes because of the 2 or 3 millimeter adjustments. I'll still cut it off so that it will be perfect, as much as possible perfect. If not, it's fine, but I'll really try my best to align everything the best I can. And these tubes will be cleaned, washed, because sometimes there are dust inside. And then after that, we're gonna be installing these tubes again, and then maybe tomorrow after I do my pressure test, and then maybe tomorrow I'll fill it up with the coolant. Okay.